Squat.
Yo, what's up? We back again. What's happening out there in them streets? So check it out. In this video, we are going to do a little overview on the store that we've been following, and I'm going to show you how I get the majority of my Pokemon cards. I submit a lot of Pokemon cards for grading, and now I'm going to show you where I got those Pokemon cards and how I got those Pokemon cards. So first, if you go to eBay, I get the majority of mine from eBay. So if you go to eBay and then type Pokemon, could you guess it? Type Pokemon right there in the search bar. Then you want to modify the search so that it's auction ending soonest. That is key. And this will show you all of the auctions that are ending soonest. So a lot of times you will find things are going for a lot higher than you would have expected, and that's just because it's blown up so much. It's been blown up so much for a couple years now, really not until a year ago. But so let's see. Oh, big lot of vintage Neo Genesis for 22. Let's see what this is about. All right, none of these look to be first edition, but still, if they're in near mint to mint condition, if there are some mint condition cards in here from the Neo sets, those can be worth grading for sure. Boom, the backs of these look pretty nice. Not something that I would really spend too much effort on, you know what I mean? Because there's not an extremely high likelihood that'll be cards worth in here worth grading, but it's so cheap. It's only 27 bucks right now. Let's go ahead and bid like 30 or something. Get them three threes. Get them three threes in there. What's up? Let's see. So I typically will wait until, depending on, if I think someone's going to have already bid high, because then you have to bid more. But I typically wait till the last 3 or 2 seconds. Boom. And it only went up, what, $1. Nice. Okay. So we got that for $29 real quick. Let's see what else we can find. That purchase wasn't anything incredible or anything, but if you think about it, $29, I can go to the store, to Target or Walmart or something. If I get lucky, I'll find a tin on the shelf. And then if I get lucky again, it'll have a hit card in it that's worth a little something, you know what I mean? But the odds of getting something very valuable are slim. Because old Dragonite, or Dragonair. Oh, he's scratched. But so for that same $30, boom, I just got a lot of old vintage Neo cards that look to be in mint condition. You know what I mean? Come on now, that's a beautiful thing. Oh, let's check out this little Togepi at 99 cents. Sometimes I will buy a lot of auctions, that individual auctions, for very cheap, for $1, $2, as long as I can get them from the same person. Like, look here, ending soonest. Let's see what else they got. All right, they've got them spaced 5 minutes apart, it looks like, or a little more. Oh yeah, much more, never mind. See, if they would have had a ton of these auctions, and if all these cards would have truly been near mint to mint condition, then I would have sent them I'd have messaged them saying, hey, I just wanted to make sure that you combine shipping, unless it already states that in the description of the listing. And then I would have bought a ton of stuff, because think about it, you could have potentially got a lot of cards for, I'd have bid, depending how much the card was worth and the odds of it being worth grading, I would still usually only bid like $3 or $2 or something, depending on how nice the card is. Of course, I'll spend a little more for a nicer card. And by doing that, I could pick up sometimes 20 cards. I might pick up 40 cards for a total of 45 to 50 bucks, right? And then out of those cards, maybe half of them, 20 of them, as long as I look at the pictures very well and they look good enough, about half of them a lot of the time will be worth grading. And that's dope. 50 bucks, 20 cards worth grading? You kidding me? Of course, it depends on the grading platform that you're using. If you're using PSA or BGS, or trying to use one of the big two, should I say? I was going to say big three, but CGC If you're using one of those big two, then it's ridiculous. If you're using CGC, it's much more realistic and much more fair at this point in time. So I didn't really want to include CGC with them just then, because they doing better. Really. Right now they are, with their turnaround times and everything else. That's why I recently just sent them a bunch of packages. Well, no, I only sent them 2, but they got another one coming at $13.50 a card, because I'm an elite member and I'm turning in over 50 cards at one time, and I'm waiting for the 6-month turnaround. So that's dope. Oh, what's up here? We got 6 graded staff league promos, it says, and they're 10s. Oh, okay, there's a 9 and an 8 in there, but still, look at that dope Snorlax. You gotta love seeing, if you look in the picture of the card itself, I only see it on 2 of these cards, the bottom 2, but you can see the little gold staff. See it in those first two pictures there? And that's dope. This isn't too... I don't know. I'd have to do more research to find out how much these individual cards are worth. But it looks pretty legit. Let's see some other items here. Oh, he's got a bunch of very similar listings. That usually throws quite the red flag. If you look at it, it looks like a bunch of the same cards just moved around in the picture even. Yeah, I'm good on that. Let's go back. Let's keep hunting. So if I'm not doing auction ending soonest, your 2 largest weapons when it comes to looking at eBay and stuff like this, these kind of seller platforms, when you're trying to buy things, is auctions ending soonest and buy it now newly listed. For a long time, the buy it now newly listed, especially with Pokemon, was where it was at. People would... Now you got to keep in mind, oh look, what's this right here? Here's a lot of vintage base set cards. Any Shadowless first edition? I don't see none of that. You got to keep in mind that people are hitting refresh on the buy it now newly listed insanely quick. People are there's like 10 different people at least at all times that are clicking refresh every 2 seconds on buy it now newly listed with Pokemon for the search. And I know that sounds crazy, but it is what it is. For a long time, that was like the way to get the best deals. People would list, like, I've seen listings, $3,000 listings, you know what I mean, $3,000 worth of cards get listed for $275 and be sold within the first 10 seconds. I've seen similar scenarios to that happen so many times. In legit sales from legit sellers that you can tell isn't just some crazy madness, but is real deal lemon peel. What's up? So another one I like to look at is buy it now newly listed, and I type in Pokemon first mint lot. There, you don't have to put in the edition because the first will get it, you know what I mean, as far as keywords go. But buy it now, newly listed, Pokemon first mint lot. Let's see what some of these first edition cards are, these newly listed ones. I love first edition cards. You can have a first edition common or a first edition uncommon, and depending on the card in the set, it could be a 9 and still be worth $40. It could be a 10 and be worth $150, you know what I mean, or more depending on the card. It might only be worth $100 as a 10, and it might only be worth $30 as a 9, but still, if I buy a huge deal off someone, get the cards for $1 a piece, get them graded for, you know, a maximum of $13.50 if I want CGC, or $8 or $12 if I want GMA, depending on the tier. Okay, like this one, let's see, what's this? Pokemon cards first edition lot, $120 they're asking. It's a legit seller. Come on now, eBay, if it'll show me what's here. Ooh, 2 first edition Lugias and a first edition Suicune off rip. Now, I can't really tell the condition from these pictures, and the way that they're blurry like that and far away, that's usually a big flag. But those cards are very valuable, and for the price, let's try and zoom in. You just can't see whitening from this distance, you know what I mean? So let's see though, we gotta double check this. There's 2 of those first edition Lugias and 1 of those first edition Suicunes in there. And it's 120 bucks. Those cards, even as like a GMA 1 or something, would probably go for 40, 50, 60 bucks or more, depending. And they're not gonna get that low a grade, ain't no way. So let's see though, let's double check some of these numbers. Okay, yeah, it doesn't tell us anything. Alright, the number's 20. Let's see. Okay, $34 for that one. It says played. $85 for that one near mint. That's enough for me. I'm buying it. Now, this is a little bit of a risk, this purchase, but I'm still going to go ahead and buy it. Normally, I would message the individual first and be like, hey, could I get better pictures? But you have to be aware of the situation. Cards like that, and with it having been newly listed, there's a good chance that by the time I contacted the individual, it would be gone. So I might as well make the purchase, and if I'm really, really, really concerned, I could message the person right now after buying it and say, hey, I'm looking at these pictures and they're really fuzzy. Could you send me some better ones just to double check that everything's not destroyed? Because it doesn't say they're destroyed in the description, so I just want to make sure they're not all damaged and messed up. And if they were, it's a bit of a butthead move, but if you really were worried about it, you could cancel the order. I personally wouldn't cancel the order, because even if the cards were in terrible condition, far worse than I'm expecting, I would still purchase them and add them to my collection and get those first 3 cards graded. Boom, just like that, my order's in. Okay, now a lot of times you'll look, let's go ahead and pay for the other item. A lot of times you'll look and you won't find anything. You got to be patient. You don't want to force it. You don't want to force your money. These purchases that I just made, that last one with the Lugias, that was a little forced, you know what I mean? Because that wasn't guaranteed return on that whatsoever. But I love the thought of having 2 Neo first edition Lugias added to the collection along with the Suicunes. Alright, now that we paid for that one too, let's go ahead and do an overview of the store. Let's check him out. So if you go to go to eBay, it's going to bring you to this, and then if you hover over my eBay, go down to selling. This will bring you to your overview. Boom. Now we haven't, for some reason, our reviews aren't popping up. Our rating isn't going up as quickly as usual, but it shows we have 22 in the last 6 months. That's 22 since we reopened this store. All of them positive, so that's good. Now if we go back, let's look at our overview. You can see we've had $1,956.29 in sales. Not bad since we reopened the store. And let's look at some of the cards we've been selling here. If you go to orders, go to all orders. Let's go to this month. Let's see. What have we sold in the last 15 days? 14 days. Alright, so we've got raw Japanese holographics, a base set Hitmonchan, some more hollows. What's up? For a decent price, but none of these are near mint to mint, so none of them have a real high tag, but a decent tag. Like I said, if you look at the first few videos in this series, oh, there's some GMAs. But if you look at the first few videos in this series, I had mentioned how I wanted to keep the prices high. I do not want to push the market down like a lot of these other sellers. I want to keep it high. So a lot of these prices are relatively high, and boom, we're making sales. You see it. We have less than $5,000 in active inventory, and we are making sales. You see it? And not only are we making sales, but everyone's happy. Now let's go back and look at these purchases real quick. So we spent, what did we spend, 160? Yep, we spent just under 160. And we got this whole binder, big lot. Well, not a binder, but all the sleeves of Neo cards that seem to be in very good condition. And then we got this little thing here. Boom. Beautiful. Got all those first edition Neo cards. We got the Lugias and the Suicune. What's up? I see Mantine. I see the Pokemon personality test. Asuda Woda. What's up? Gas. So less than 160 bucks, and we picked up a whole ton of Neo and some Neo first edition Lugias. What's up? You know what I mean? That's how you do it. You feel me? Opening packs is wonderful, and I love it, and I always will. And I'm gonna stay opening tons of packs for the rest of my life, God willing. You know what I mean? I hope y'all do too. But when I'm looking for money-wise, when I'm thinking about that dollar, and I'm trying to invest and make money, that's how I do it. This is one of the ways that I source my cards. You see it. A lot of these cards you will see me send in and get graded, and you'll see them come back, and you'll see them get listed and sold. What's up? Let's make that money. Everything good with y'all out there in the streets. If you haven't already, like, subscribe, show your dog some love. What's up? Until next time. Peace.